Meet Dot. Look at him. Society looks at Dot as a middle-of-the-pack guy. He drives a 2012 sedan that makes a weird noise when he turns left. His friends pity him. They buy him drinks. They loudly discuss their leased European sports cars and their heavily leveraged crypto portfolios. What they do not know, Dot could buy their cars with cash today, but he will not. Why? Because the loudest guy in the room is usually the most fragile. Dot understands a fundamental, cynical truth about human behavior. Visibility is a massive liability. The exact second people know you possess resources, you become a target for unsolicited pitches, a target for bridge loans, a target for expectations. Dot chose a radically different path. He chose absolute stealth. You think wealth is a flashy watch or a loud engine. It isn't. Real financial security is a secret. It is an invisible moat you dig around your life. How do you dig that moat without anyone noticing? Welcome to the Underground Playbook. Here are 7 ways to build a financial fortress in total silence. Let's talk about weaponized poverty. Society is obsessed with the flex. The flex is a psychological trap. If you look comfortable, you pay the comfort tax. People expect you to pick up the check. The easiest way to stop the bleeding? Complain. Nod sympathetically when your friends complain about inflation. Tell them grocery prices are ruining your budget. Is it the whole truth? Maybe not. Is it highly effective? Absolutely. You are actively managing expectations. Think of it like corporate public relations. Corporations systematically downplay their profits during union negotiations. You must downplay your surplus. When you set your social baseline at just getting by, nobody asks you for money. They leave you alone. Solitude is the breeding ground for compound interest. The psychology is simple. People feel fundamentally threatened by success. By masking yours, you bypass their defense mechanisms. You become socially harmless while your systems run in the dark. Next, the digital black hole. You cannot spend what you cannot see. Human willpower is a complete myth. It is a rapidly depleting resource. If surplus capital sits in your primary checking account, you will inevitably find a way to justify buying a titanium espresso machine. Therefore, you must remove willpower from the equation entirely. You build a machine. The absolute second your paycheck lands, the money scatters. It vanishes. It goes into index funds, emergency reserves, and brokerage accounts. Treat these automated transfers exactly like the government treats your taxes: ruthless, automatic, non-negotiable. If your friends accidentally glimpse your primary bank account, it should look pathetic. Good, let it look pathetic. You are operating on engineered scarcity. It is the exact same mechanical principle as artificial gravity on a space station. It keeps your feet grounded. You are not saving, you are systematically starving your consumption engine to feed your asset engine. Point 3. Strategic incompetence at consumption. You must become deliberately ignorant about luxury goods. When a coworker talks about their new designer shoes, look at them with a blank stare. Feign absolute cluelessness about high-end brands, exclusive restaurants, and status symbols. It is a psychological shield. If you do not know the rules of the status game, nobody can force you to play it on their court. Status games are zero-sum. They cost money. They drain cognitive energy. By adopting strategic incompetence, you opt out entirely. You become functionally immune to advertising. When someone tries to flex on you, they hit a brick wall of absolute apathy. It frustrates them. It protects you. Attention is capital. Stop spending your capital on understanding the hierarchy of luxury leather goods. Redirect that capital into understanding market fundamentals. The decoy lifestyle. You need a cover story. If you never spend money, people get suspicious. Suspicion attracts scrutiny. You must create a decoy. Pick one highly visible, socially acceptable, relatively inexpensive hobby. Maybe you hike. Maybe you roast your own coffee beans. Talk about this hobby relentlessly. When people ask what you did this weekend, you do not say, "I analyzed dividend yields." You say, "I spent 6 hours dialing in my espresso grinder." You give them a narrative they can easily digest. You become the coffee guy. You blend in. It is the ultimate social camouflage. Cognitive dissonance prevents them from suspecting the guy talking about bean origins is quietly executing a long-term financial strategy. You control the narrative by feeding them mundane details. Number 5. Asset obscurity. Stop putting your name on everything. Stop treating your assets like a personal billboard. This is not about evasion. This is a strict privacy protocol. Public records are inherently public. Anyone with Wi-Fi can look up who owns what. Make your footprint boring. Make it bureaucratic. Make it invisible. The concept is simple. Friction deters curiosity. If someone has to click through 3 state registries and decode corporate jargon to figure out your business, they will simply give up. Human beings are fundamentally lazy. Weaponize their laziness. You want your financial footprint to look like a deserted ghost town. Silence is gold. Bureaucratic anonymity is platinum. Point 6. The anti-upgrade matrix. The modern consumer economy relies on you feeling inadequate every 12 months. The new phone, the new car, it's an endless treadmill of rapid depreciation. Step off the treadmill. Embrace the durable. Embrace the slightly outdated. Keep the car. Keep the phone until the battery physically expands. When you actively refuse to upgrade, you stop bleeding capital to depreciation. Look at the math. It does not care about your feelings. Buying depreciating assets to signal status is financial self-sabotage. By holding on to perfectly functional items, you redirect that retained capital back into your digital black hole. You are fighting a localized war against hedonic adaptation. Your friends will ask why you haven't bought a new car. Shrug. Blame the economy. Keep your money. Finally, Rule 7. The silent execution. Shut your mouth. Do not talk about your systemic wins. Do not discuss your portfolio allocations. Validation is a potent drug. When you broadcast your goals, your brain releases dopamine. It feels good. It feels like an achievement. It is a phantom achievement. You just made noise. Noise attracts friction. Execute in total silence. Let your systems run in the background. The most structurally secure individuals are usually the ones you have never heard of. They do not have podcasts. They do not post screenshots. They execute. They measure. They adjust. They stay quiet. They understand that bragging is a heavy tax on future returns. Starve your ego. Feed your system. Let's go back to Dot, the guy in the faded green sweater and blue jeans. His friend is sitting across the table. The friend is sweating. He is talking about interest rates. He is talking about his massive monthly car payments. He is trapped in a shiny cage made of leather seats and premium gasoline. He played the status game. He won the attention. He lost his operational freedom. Dot listens. He nods. He uses strategic incompetence. He weaponizes a little poverty. He agrees that the macroeconomic environment is tough. When the bill comes, Dot quietly pays for the coffees. He walks out to his rattling 2012 sedan. Dot smiles. He is not rich in the eyes of society. He is something infinitely better. He is structurally sound. He built a fortress without making a single sound. He did not chase a quick fix. He did not look for an automatic outcome. He built a ruthless system. He let it run. The math did the heavy lifting. The psychology provided the camouflage. You do not need a standing ovation to build a solid foundation. You just need discipline. You need a high tolerance for being misunderstood. You need to stop caring about the opinions of people who are secretly drowning in consumer debt. The blueprint is mechanical. The stealth wealth system works because it relies on the absolute predictability of human nature. People only look at the surface. They ignore the mechanics underneath. Build your mechanics. Keep the surface exceptionally boring. This is about structural integrity, not overnight miracles. Systems dictate outcomes. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more mechanical breakdowns of behavioral finance, and leave a comment below. What is your favorite decoy hobby to keep people from asking about your finances? I will see you in the next one.